Hello guys, and welcome to Teacher AJ's book preview. Today I'm going to share a book with you that I read, and the book's name is Where the Wild Things Are. So let's get started. Where the Wild Things Are. Story and pictures by Maurice Sendak. So the author of this book is Maurice Sendak. So Maurice is a famous children's book writer. Here are some of the other books that he's written, and the one we are going to do is the very first one there. As you can see, it was published in 1963. It's quite some time ago. So let's quickly look at the book and the title. So this is the cover page of the book. First, I would like for you to look at the cover and think about what do you see. I see a boat, and it looks like the river is in a forest or a jungle. And then I think the thing that catches most people's attention is this creature over here. Very interesting creature. I haven't seen something like that. And it's got human feet. So that's very interesting for me. Let's quickly look at the title of the book. Where the Wild Things Are. What are these wild things? What is interesting for me is wild things are usually in nature, where you can find wild animals like lions or sharks or bears. These are usually quite dangerous. First, I'm going to introduce you to the characters. The main character of this book is Max. Here's a picture of Max. Not me, Max. So it looks like Max has got some kind of costume on, and it looks like an animal color, right? Wonder why that is. We will find out later. We also have Max's mom. Max's mom we don't really see in the book, and we only hear Max's mom speak. There is Max's dog we see for a brief moment in the beginning of the book. Then the wild things. But as you can see, they all look kind of strange. Strange, monstrous, animal, human-shaped creatures. They have horns, big yellow eyes. They have strange kind of feet. Like here's a hanging one in the middle with some kind of bird feet, but it's not a bird, and they've got hair. That's very interesting. They have teeth and claws. So yeah, these are the wild things. They definitely look wild to me. Let's quickly look at the theme of this book. And if you don't know what setting is usually the time and place. It refers to where the story is taking place. So we will look at the pictures briefly. In the beginning of the book, you'll see Max is in his bedroom. Strangely enough, there are trees. I wonder why that is. You'll have to find out when you read this book. So there are trees. There's some grass, I think. And then if you look at the time, if you look outside of the window, you can see the moon and the stars, so it's probably evening. But there are a few settings in the book, but the main ones are the sea and the jungle or forest. So at one point, Max is in the boat on the sea, and there is a wild thing in the water following Max's boat towards some place. And the time of this setting or this place is obviously during the daytime, because you can see there are no stars, it's cloudy and it's light outside. There's an interesting line in the book. It says Max sailed off through night and day, and in this setting or place you can see Max is with the wild things, but maybe they are in the forest. And these are more themes and ideas, and remember, this is my interpretation. So to me, it looks like we can see how Max changes over time, how his behavior changes over time. The beginning is one way, and then later in the book, he changes his behavior. And there's a reason for that. And you obviously have to read the book to see why that's happening. This book also gives us a glimpse into what happens when you grow older. Because as you grow older, you learn new things, you explore, you experience life, and you become wiser, smarter. And what you can also think about is, was this journey real that Max went on? Was it a dream? So let's quickly talk about behavior. So as you know, there are basically two types of behavior. The main types are good behavior and bad behavior. And we also know that there are consequences for our behavior. So usually if you behave well, good things happen to you and you feel much better. But when your behavior is bad, bad things happen usually, and you don't feel that well. You usually feel sad and angry. And we can see in this story how Max's behavior in the beginning was a specific way, and there were consequences for that. And also the same in the end of the book. His behavior changed, and there were also some consequences. So if we have a look at these pictures, we can see there are 6 pictures, and each picture shows you a different kind of behavior. So as you can see in picture number 1, the boy is showing good behavior towards the girl because he is passing her and giving her her teddy bear back politely. Number 2, the boy kicks over the girl's block structure that she built, and that's not good behavior, that is bad behavior. Number 3, the girl is sharing her apple with the boy, therefore that is good behavior. And number 4, the girl is like sticking out her tongue and spitting and making funny faces, and the boy is doing the same towards her, so that's bad behavior. And then number 5, they're actually helping one another to build the block structure. That's good behavior. And the last one here, number 6 at the bottom, the boy threw her teddy bear on the ground and she's very sad, so you can see that. And therefore, that is bad behavior. So something you can learn in the story is how you should behave. How do you want to behave? Do you want to behave in a good way or a bad way? So let's look at some vocabulary. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 words here I would like to introduce to you. So number 1, mischief. You can find all of these words in the book. Okay, mischief just means misbehavior. Ceiling means the upper inside of the roof. Vines are plants that are growing and climbing on walls and onto the roof. Tumble. Tumble is when you are falling over and in a rolling way. Roar is the scream of an animal like a lion. Roar. Gnash. Gnash has got a G, but that's a silent G. You don't pronounce the G. That is gnash. And that is when you grind your teeth together. Usually people are angry when they gnash their teeth. Tamed is when you make something easy to control or less powerful, like especially a wild animal. And then last but not least, rumpus is a noisy disturbance. That is, for example, you hear a lot of fireworks very early in the morning or late at night when you're trying to sleep. That can be a rumpus. Or when the scooters or motorbikes rush past your apartment all the time, early in the morning or late in the evening. Right, so those are the vocabulary words. And then if you are interested and only after you read the book, I would suggest you watch the movie. It's a fun movie to watch. You can find it on the internet. You can maybe find it at your local DVD store if those things still exist. And that's it, guys. This is basically what I think the book is about. And if you have any questions or feedback, there's an email address. You can email me, Teacher AJ, to this email address, and you can tell me what do you think about the book. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye. Have a good evening or good day wherever you are. Bye-bye.